right, welcome everyone. We are interviewing our belly dance instructor, Angela Nations. We are going to take a few minutes to get to know you. I want everyone to get to know you and how wonderful you are, how beautiful you are. All right, now this is Angela Nations. She is our belly dance instructor for Fitness Matters. And Angela, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with belly dancing?
Certainly. Well, first of all, I am very excited to be a part of Fitness Matters. I think this is a great opportunity for people. You know, a lot of times you go to work and you're tired after work, so the opportunity to time, I think it is a great way for people to keep up with their exercise, have fun, get fit. So I'm very excited to be part of that. And as far as belly dancing, it's kind of a funny story. I had gone to take a Brazilian dance class, and when I showed up, they had just finished that class and they were starting a belly dance class. And I had seen somebody belly dance before, but I'd never really thought about it. I did modern dance and jazz and ballet and all those growing up. And the instructor said, well, if you want to come, sit in on the class tonight and just check it out, you can. And I was hooked. That was it. So it was challenging. Even with all the dance experience I'd had, it was still a challenge for me, and so of course I had to conquer it.
Oh, great. Well, awesome. Well, that was a good thing. I'm glad you went to that dance. I have never actually, I think I've done like partially kind of some belly dance moves, but not as intricate as yours, and so I'm looking forward to following along on the videos that you have. Who influenced you to pursue belly dancing, professionally?
Well, the lady that I studied under, her name is Karen Barbie Atkinson, and she's down in San Antonio, Texas, and I live in Austin now, but she studied all over the world. She was a very technically trained belly dancer, and so that was very inspiring for me, and I feel very blessed that I learned belly dance through her because I have a very strong technical base now, which I've been able to build upon with the other styles of dance that I do. So she was actually a huge inspiration for me to stick with it and start performing and dancing places. And
type of belly dancing style do you prefer to do? I know there are different styles. I don't know all about them, so kind of educate all of us.
Sure. So the style that a lot of people are familiar with is the cabaret style. That's the very sparkly, glitzy, a lot of sequins on the costumes, and that's the style that I started with, which is one that's done in Egypt and Lebanon. And then there's also a tribal style, which you'll see around, which is people will have the big headdresses on. It's more folkloric, very earthy, and then actually there's everything in between because there's such a conglomeration of different styles that are starting to be influenced by each other and come from other places. So I've done both cabaret and the tribal styles, and I really love both of them.
So what's the best one for getting a great workout?
So for a good workout, the cabaret is probably a little bit more of an exercise. The tribal can sometimes be very slow, and you're doing very snaky movements. Kind of think of yoga mixed with the belly dance. So probably cabaret for a better workout.
Now, is the cabaret one the one we see all the time with the jingles and all the dress and all that? The one you associate belly dancing with? Is that the one we see all the time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right.
correct.
Cool. All right. I know I've looked at your videos. They're awesome. Both the videos on the Fitness Matters site and the other videos which led me to contact you in the first place. So do you perform solo? Do you perform in groups? What are you all about, Angela?
I'll do both, all the above. So I do solo performances at a restaurant here in town in Austin, Texas, that I dance a couple times a month at. And then I dance at the Texas Renaissance Festival outside of Houston.
Okay.
I dance at events. I've danced at concerts, club parties.
Wow.
When they used to have the camel Turkish bazaar parties, I don't know if you remember those. They would go around the clubs, and I used to do those. So there's a wide variety of events that you can do, and I've performed nationally, and it's just a lot of fun. I love it.
Okay, so what kind of advice would you give someone who is just starting with belly dancing, like myself? That would be me. I don't know much about it. I just know I see people jingling with the stuff on their hips, and I look at it and I'm going like, could I do that? What kind of suggestions would you give to those people?
Certainly. So that's a great question. Belly dance is anybody can do it. It's very open. All ages. We used to have people at the studio that were in their 60s and 70s doing belly dance. It's a very welcoming art form, and very, I sort of see it as a very divine, feminine sort of performance, although there are male belly dancers as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I would say if you're just starting out, though, you want to make sure that your teacher, whoever you're going to be taking classes from, has the experience. Unfortunately, I've seen where a student takes a few classes and then 3 months later they're teaching classes of their own. And it's just, would you go to a personal trainer who only had a couple months experience, or a Pilates or yoga teacher who's just kind of dabbled in it? No, you want to have somebody who has experience and can teach you the proper form and the proper way to do the movements, just like anything else. So
okay.
I guess that would be my biggest piece of advice. But try it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. So what kind of credentials should they be looking for when they go to find a teacher? What should they look for?
Right. So there's not actually a certification, although there are some national belly dancers that do provide certifications. That's not necessarily, there's no standardized form of doing it. I would really just seek out a teacher, maybe attend one of their classes, get a feel for if you like their style, and then you can always ask them, where did you learn, or what is the style that you do. Just get to know the teacher a little bit better, the instructor, before you sign on.
Okay, that's some good advice. I think I could take that and see if I actually like them. What I want to ask one question. I don't want to, I don't know, sound kind of crazy, but most belly dancers that I've seen, and you and I talked about this before, most belly dancers that I've seen are not in the best shape. They have the hourglass figure, but they may have a little rolling tummy going on and stuff. So what's that about? This is just for my own personal knowledge.
Sure. Well, like I said, belly dance is very welcoming, so you'll see all ages, all shapes and sizes. And that's kind of a funny question, because in Lebanon and in some of the other countries, the women actually do tend to be a little bit bigger, but over there they don't always show the belly, so sometimes they'll wear a full dress instead of wearing the bra and belt. So, the costuming is different.
Okay.
But I guess for, size, like I said, it's a very welcoming dance, but you can get in shape with it if you stick with it. And
well, that's good to know. That's what we want to help people do. So I'm just letting everybody know that if you have more of a tummy than you want, come and do the belly dance and it'll shrink your tummy down, right?
We'll take it off.
Yeah, we'll take it off. We'll get rid of all the extra belly, so just some sexy belly dancing. Now, tell us, what is in store for the members at Fitness Matters when they come and watch your videos? What are they going to get out of your videos?
Sure. So what we're going to do, so we're doing 3 belly dance videos a month, and the way that I'm breaking that down is I will have one that's more of a beginner level with maybe kind of easing up into intermediate level style moves, and then I have an intermediate level. And on both of those, I usually do a warm-up, and then we'll drill a couple of moves, maybe 1 or 2, and then I put those together into a short combination, fun combination to do. And then the 3rd video each month is going to be just drills. So going through all the different belly dance moves, isolating the ribs, isolating the hips, and then speeding things up, and just practicing the different moves so that they can really learn the core belly dance movements.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like we're in for a lot of stuff going on there. How long is usually is a belly dancing session? I know for the site we're only doing 30 minutes because people want to get in and out and get it quick. But if I'm looking to do this in addition to what's on the site, how long should someone look at doing the class itself?
Yeah, usually classes are anywhere between an hour and maybe a little bit more than that. Sometimes I've seen an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half, but somewhere in there is usually a good range for a belly dance class.
Okay. It looks like you're going to get a lot of a good workout, I can tell. So you're evident. I mean, you're in great shape. You look good. So if we can say that we can look like you, then that'll be really good.
Yeah, well, hopefully they can take the 30-minute class, and then they can continue to practice the moves at home on their own.
Exactly, and then come back and get some more stuff, some more good stuff every month. Okay, well, we're going to end this introduction that we've had to Angela Nations. What would you like to say to the people who are watching as just some parting thoughts?
Well, I hope that everyone will check out Fitness Matters because, again, I think it's a wonderful site. You can get that 30-minute workout in very quickly. There's lots of variety and health tips, which everybody needs. So I just hope that more people will find time to fit exercise and, of course, especially belly dance into their life.
Exactly. Well, thanks so much, Angela, for coming on and telling us more about you, telling us more about what you do. We're going to look forward to it. I just really wanted everyone to put a face with the voice and see what's going on so that they'll come into Fitness Matters and get their good workout. So we'll be seeing you inside the site, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, Carol.